YouTubers, Bunny here, and welcome back to GeoFlight Simulator. So this week, I'm going to be talking about one of the settings that you can play around with in GeoFlight Simulator, in particular, the environment settings. Basically, it lets you be Mother Nature, so to speak, or Father Time or whatever, because you can also change the time of day. Anyway, that's one of the three main options that you can do to change the environment is time of day. The other two is weather quality and season. I will be going into all three of those, but first let's start off with the time of day. Now, time of day is simple enough. Basically, it changes what time of day that you're flying your aircraft in. Uh, like if you want to fly during the daytime, you could set it to like 12 noon, for example, or if you're picky, how about 4 o'clock in the afternoon? And you set your time of day based on a 24-hour clock. So here it reads 1609. That translates to 4:09 p.m. But let's say I want to do like an early morning flight. So let me just back the clock up here and boom, now it is 4:45. 4:30 even. Once the game lag dies off and I'm able to see just how I updated the setting. So yeah, 4:30 in the morning here in Chicago Midway International Airport. Uh, as you can see, the runway is barely visible at that time of night or day or whatever. Anyway, let me go ahead and just do a sort of one of these early morning flights. So I'm going to go ahead and close that thing out. And I should be able to take off now. Okay, so I'm airborne. I'll bring the flaps in, and actually it gives you a chance to see what the runway texture provided in standard definition, what that looks like at night. As you can see, it actually adds these special runway lights to it. Like you see the lights along the edge, and then over at the very end of the runway, you see those green lights, and then you've got your red approach lights there. No structures actually are built into the runways as they turn on for the night, but it is a pretty cool feature if you are interested in doing some night flying. But if you are interested in doing any night flying, I'm not sure that Chicago Midway is the best place to do it because everything just seems so white from all the concrete. So anyway, let me fly back over this way. In fact, hey, I'm lining myself up for this other runway here. There's like a million of these runways over at Chicago Midway. So let me go ahead and just come in for a nice buttery landing. So butter that even Swiss 001 will be jealous. I don't think that was butter. No, probably not. Anyway, let's come to a stop. I am coming to a stop, aren't I? Maybe not. I am. I'm finally slowing down. Okay, I can bring these slaps in. So, yeah, that's basically what time of day does. You could have it 4:30 in the morning, or you could have it, say, 4:30 in the afternoon, in which case the sun is over here somewhere. Actually, when's sunset? Oh, I see the sun. Okay. Let's see, 18, that's 6:39. Okay, so that is a 7:31 p.m. And actually, if I turn out the lights all the way, and if I zoom out, I don't think... Oh, wait, I know how to zoom out. Camera, chase cam. And, okay. Oh, we're zooming out. Okay. If I get up really high, there you go. So, that works. So, It looks like from the sky. So let me go ahead and switch this thing back to noonish. Okay, 12:06. That'll do. And let me get back to my airplane. So what airplane am I flying? For the record, I'll let you know what I'm flying. This is the Colombian MC-15 Cree Cree, or as I like to call it, the Cray Cray. So I'll go into further details on this aircraft in another video, another time. But for the time being, let me go ahead and show you the season settings. So Earth's got 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. To advance along the time of year, you just slide the slider further along. So further along the year indicates you do that by going further along on the slider. So any second now, this whole place should be turning completely white. I'm not seeing any changes right now, but let me see. If I start flying, maybe the movements will tell the settings to kick in. So okay, we're airborne again. I'll bring in the flaps. I'm not really sure how to use flaps on this aircraft because this thing is like a powered kite, pretty much. There we go! There we go! Now the whole place is completely white. And you cannot see a thing. You can't even see the runway. And I think I can see the lake over there, just, yeah, like barely. It's about a few miles that way. I'm actually going to teleport over there using the nav map. So, okay, 1,000 feet. So, if you saw last week's video, you will probably recall that one of the features in GeoFlight Simulator is a water effect. Basically, you can splash down in the water and pretty much, yeah, it behaves like normal water. Only with that effect turned on, however. That leads me to another however. And that is simply, even if you have water effects turned on, even if it is winter, look, the Lake Michigan acts like Lake Michigan during the summer, which means this ice is not solid unless you turn the water effects off. You know, I'm curious, can this aircraft even escape from under the lake? I'll let it build up some speed. It probably all right, let's pull up, and I get a bad feeling that this aircraft is not coming out of the water. Nope, I'm stuck down here. I'll return to Chicago in a moment, but first I want to show you something that can kind of be considered a disclaimer for the winter settings in GeoFlight Simulator. At least as of last I checked, the winter settings will only depict snow above and below certain latitudes. So let me clarify this. So in the northern hemisphere, the winter settings will only depict snow above a certain latitude. Let's see. Do I have winter settings on? Yeah. What if I... Okay, there we go. There we go. So I just had to fix the scenery by adjusting the weather settings. That's one way of doing it, and I am not even going the right direction. But because what I want to show you is that if you go far enough south, you actually the winter settings will change up so that basically snow won't appear if you go far enough south. How far south? Well, I'll show you, but it's going to take a few moments to get there. But basically, okay, so you can see from this map that I am currently in the airspace above Georgia right now. In fact, I'm flying over Moody Air Force Base at this point. But once I get far enough south to like about here, where the Florida Georgia line is, uh, that seems to be where the winter settings stop. Now, I just use that border as a general reference because, well, yep, okay, there. The it's no longer winter. See, it's all green. I'm far enough south where the yeah, so like southern Georgia just before you hit Florida is about where winter ends and summer begins. So if I go back north this way, what should happen is the wintry landscape should reappear. Unless I have to kind of jiggle the no? Okay, the winter thing is not going to reappear, but basically, I hope this clarifies up some little disclaimer about the winter settings. And likewise is the same over in the southern hemisphere. If you're below a certain latitude, then winter turns off. Okay, I'm back at Chicago Midway in the cray cray, and it's once again summer. So now this leads me to the last thing that I want to mention about the environment settings is the weather quality. So right now I have it set at 20, which means I have 6 knot winds. I get a decent amount of clouds in the sky, a little turbulence, but that's no biggie. All in all, it's a nice day out here. So what if I turn the quality to 0? Does that mean weather quality is horrible? No. What it means is basically that it turns off all weather. You have no wind, no clouds in the sky, all so peaceful and unrealistic. So yeah, weather quality, the higher the number you have, the worse the weather becomes. So observe, I'm at 10%, 20%. When I get to 50%, the whole sky is going to go overcast. Like I think I'm about to cross over. What? Ah, hang on. I'm back. So I had a weird rendering glitch happen that crashed my game. So let me try this again. So when I get to 50%, the clouds are gonna go completely overcast. In fact, here we go. So 50, and you see the skies are completely overcast now. Now if I go above 50%, it starts to rain. And you might not notice it at first, but I can assure you that it is raining right now. Oh, and the winds are twirling my airplane around. But anyway, watch the slider. It's going further right. The weather conditions are getting worse and worse and worse. It's twirling my aircraft around, making my aircraft think it's a ballerina or something. But you also notice that the sky is getting darker and darker, and you're able to see the rain more noticeably now. And finally, boom, weather quality is 100%, and here we go. An absolute downpour, and actually, we have strong enough winds over here, 32 knots, that if I were to add flaps and take off, watch, I am going to actually do a vertical takeoff. Pray for this. Have to go. My people need me. You see? You see? Oh, wow! Oh, come on. You could have seen it for a second. You could have seen it for a second, but yeah, I just did a vertical takeoff kind of sort of. Yeah, I'm just kind of, if I do this, I'm just hovering. I'm hovering, okay? Yeah, I am more or less hovering above Chicago Midway like I am a vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. And actually, if I pause for a second, and if I bring the weather quality back down to a nice 20%, let me go into the advanced settings. This is where you can have a bit more fun with the weather. So actually, if I adjust this so that you can see, there we go. So right here you see wind speed and wind direction. Wind speed is measured in meters per second, but approximately this wind goes from 0 to about 40 knots, and wind direction is in degrees. Now, let me jack the wind speed up to the full 20 meters a second, and let's see how the cray-cray fares in these conditions. This is the Windy City after all. They don't call it the Windy City for nothing. So here we go. I am descending down now like a feather almost. Yeah, I might be able to successfully do a vertical touchdown. This might not be smooth, but oh, okay. So yeah, there you go. Uh, yeah, basically that's kind of what. That's one of the things you can use the high wind speeds for, if you're interested. If you turn it down to like 17 meters a second or about 16 meters a second, about 30 knots, you can actually use that wind speed to simulate being on an aircraft carrier. In fact, let me go over there right now. I just adjust the wind direction. There we go. So now it shows a wind direction of 180 knots. And if I apply full power and pull up, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Now I basically have myself this hover plane. Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Let me get into a more carrier-friendly aircraft, like the F-16, like what I was just flying earlier in this video. Actually, the funny thing is that the F-16 has this hook, and you see these cables right here. They can actually, you see, they can actually capture the Fighting Falcon. Anyway, I've got those winds. Let me bring them down back to like 4 meters a second. And let me quickly go over some of the other settings. So there's also fog. If you're interested, you can have this place be a whole foggy sea. Flying out in a foggy sea, and you can determine how high you want that fog to be. So it can be anywhere from 0 to 9,000 feet high. So the clouds, you see the clouds right now, it's set at 40%. And if I adjust it, you get more of these mostly cloudy skies. Only if you set it to 100% do the clouds go completely overcast. And then you can also choose just how low those clouds are in the sky. So you could have them like 15,000 feet or just 1,500 feet. Precipitation, you can also manually adjust that. And anywhere from 0 to 100. 100 gives you the nice, deep, dark, stormy sky. And the minimum set, it basically, you get rain anywhere from 1 to 100, but the settings, aside from that, are how dark the clouds and the surroundings are. And then there's also turbulences and thermals. Turbulences in case you want to give your aircraft, your passengers, a bit of a bumpy ride while you're flying. And then thermals, you can use those when flying a glider. Basically, if you know how to take advantage of thermals while flying gliders, you can use like pockets of warm air to increase your flight time. But I don't really know about that stuff, and I'll cover gliders in a later video. Anyway, yeah, I think that just about covers everything for the environment settings. Now you know how to be Mother Nature in GeoFlight Simulator. So I think that's going to go ahead and do it for this week's GeoFlight Simulator video. Next week, I'm going to come back to this aircraft carrier and I will tell you all about it. So anyway, I think I better get out of here. There might be some military role playing going on here, or maybe just some crazy Yahoo stuff. Who knows? Either way, it's looking a little wild over there, so I better get out of there quick. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna go ahead and conclude today's video. So I'm Space Bun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you all next week. Sierra Bravo 717 checking out.